they were in Glasgow. They actually had two people that were over like God on this program, and neither one of them could wrestle. Or one of them has one more match before he can't wrestle. At the top of the program, Bryan Danielson comes out and makes an entrance, and the whole crowd yeses. And he's going to do color commentary because he's had to obviously retire. And then here comes Will Ospreay. And he's his home turf, his home United Kingdom, whatever. I know he's not particularly from Scotland, but he's over there with that crowd. And he gets in the ring and barely tells them that he ain't going to be able to wrestle past Sunday either. So he didn't really tell him that. Between the echo of the PA mic and his accent and the voice and the fact that he was talking quickly, yes, I know all those folks over there understood him. I got about 50% of it, but he told a story about his first trip to Scotland and ended it with something about sausage rolls that got a big pop. Did you follow that trip with him as he told that long, rollicking story?
Again, the PA, the audio was pretty bad here, but also he kept like alluding to, you expected him to say, I have to get neck surgery. I'm going to be gone for a while. And he kept alluding to it and almost getting there. And then he would like take a step back and get a pop.
No, he didn't even, that's the thing. He alluded to everything. He said, this has been the worst week of my life. I got news last week. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm like, is he pregnant now? And he said, no, here's the truth. I'm not cleared for Forbidden Door, but it's a lights out unsanctioned match. AEW is not responsible, so it's all on me. So I'm going to wrestle, and I'm aware of the risk. What risk? He hasn't told us what the problem is. If there's a chance that I can't be Will Ospreay after Sunday, I know I'm going to leave it all in the ring. And me and the other four clowns, whoever the fuck is in this 10-man cage match, are going to beat the Death Riders before they take a scalpel to me. For what? That's when Moxley's music starts, and he's got to come in all the way from the parking lot, so they're going to waste all kinds of time. That's when the Sockface and the announcers kind of jumped in to explain that he was getting neck surgery, but not even really explaining that. So before we go to the rest of the promo, my question is, did he just assume that everybody knew, or he just fumbled telling everybody? Which one do you suppose?
I'm not sure, because he kind of alluded to things in the last promo we saw with him, and then he never said anything there either. I don't know if it's supposed to be just fans who understand online buzz that he has a bad neck. If he has a bad neck, why would it be like, okay, the doc says I could have one more crazy cage match before surgery.
Well, no, that's the thing. He really does have a bad neck, and he's really going to get surgery, but he's really also going to have this fucking goofy 10-man cage match.
And by the way, here are the teams. Let's see how many of these people are full-time AEW wrestlers. The Golden Lovers of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, teaming with Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the Death Riders of Claudio and Moxley, the Young Bucks, a frickin' frack, and Gabe Kidd.
Well, we're going to get to Tanahashi in a second because, my God, good Lord. Wild Bull Curry at 80. Looked like fucking Tiger Mask next to this fucking guy.